So I want to go ahead and talk about younger men, myself, I'm over 50, and older men. And the dating dynamics that go on there. Well, I noticed that dating younger men, they are energetic, excited to see me. I'm not talking about the guys that want to have a drive-by, a one-night stand, that kind of thing. These young men want to be loved. Now, they go so young, okay? And I'm not one of these women that will, well, I'm really 40 when I'm way over 50. I tell them right away, and I even say to them, I don't think your mother's going to appreciate this. And, a lot of them live alone. They're, 23 years old. They have their own businesses. It's amazing. Just so you can relax, I do have a cutoff. Okay? So my cutoff is 30. I think that's enough. And even that I'm grappling with. It just depends. And that's dating. I don't even know about getting married again. I want to. And I don't believe, and I've said this in another video, that marriage is an institution. I think it becomes that, and it's work and all that stuff, if it's the wrong person. You guys should really be in a flow state. I'm not saying you're never going to have problems or arguments, but I'll hit that up in another video. But anyway, so that's my experience with younger men. They are just for you. You have a business, they want to help you with it. Fantastic. Then we hit the older man. When I say older men, I'm going to start with maybe 45 and up. This is not then, where for every woman that wouldn't do what you wanted or you couldn't control, you could have another one just like her waiting in the wings. That is not the state of affairs anymore. Okay? This is a different energy now. Okay? So you guys are still in that energy of I have another woman waiting in the wings. And they will, oh, well, you're beautiful except the hair. Who are you? I'm not struggling. I don't care what you think. I'm grown. And you need to train a man as to how to treat you. That's in another video. However, moving on. I feel that they're older men, stuck in their ways, judgy, difficult, for really no reason. And they feel like you're going to wait for them. So in other words, they're the stereotype of guy that wait the 2 weeks, okay, or week and a half to call you back. It's the ego. The ego is massive with them. And I hate to generalize, but I know what I'm talking about. I've been around a little while, okay? And there's just a lot of zhuzh. There's a lot of restriction. There's a lot of back and forth. I find that with the younger men, they are so excited just to have a fresh energy, a caring, warm energy, somebody that's going to have their back and be there for them. That's what they're looking for, the right kind of guy. I mean, there might be a few older men left, but you gotta question yourself. One, how many times has he been married? If he's been married once, fine. Twice? You gotta ask questions and you better do a full-on interview. Be subtle, don't be obvious, but there might be something about him because now you've got two women that don't want one guy. Now you've got two women that don't want one guy. Think about that. The other question about the older men. What kind of relationships does he have with his kids? What kind of relationship does he have with his mom? What kind of relationship does he have with brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins? You want to know. And don't go, well, he's on the outs with his sister and his mother, but he gets along with his brother. You know why? What's the dynamic energy there? Women. He has a problem with women, right? If he owns a company, how does he treat his employees? And you can ask that in a jokingly way, but again, how he treats women and his employees may bleed over into your relationship. It may or may not, but it usually will. It's a pattern of behavior that he may not be able to let go of. And I don't understand it, because what's going to happen with the older man, as we all know, they're going to wind up alone. They're going to wind up alone or with someone who doesn't really love them, or is there because he's convenient, or he allows her in because she's convenient, right? They put up with each other. It's a relationship of convenience. Ugly, messy, 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 ugly. Right? And at the end of the day, even those relationships don't work, and the man winds up dying alone or in an old age home. And you wonder, gee, I'm looking at your old pictures. You were a really handsome guy. What happened? That's what happened. Okay. For me, I would invite an older man into my life, but I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with the egomaniac. I don't want to deal with the bossy ridiculing, he's picking the movies. He's picking where we go to dinner. Oh, please. You would think it would be the opposite. But what's funny is the younger guys that are super interested in getting to actually know your likes and dislikes. They want to chip in if you're successful or starting something creative or special. They appreciate and say thank you when you help them. It's a different energy and it's a different universe with them. And that is my experience. Those are the younger guy versus older guy. And I think it's a shame. I am in a very weird, surreal episode in my life where I am over 50. However, I can date really young and get away with it, right? Because I've taken care of myself and I'm fun and I stay tapped in. But then I can date older because I've got the wisdom, I've got the education, and I have the lingo down if we are in such settings that are mature, well-rounded, well-versed, well-traveled, art, theater, whatever. I can talk about it. And I can talk about it at length. Okay, so I'm open because I don't believe in putting blocks out there in my life. I think if you limit yourself, you limit your life, and that goes across the board. If you're an ageist or a racist or an anythingist, you are putting blocks in your life. But I do see a massive difference where I do not feel 100% appreciated by an older man, even if they perceive me as being in my 30s, because there's an attitude that I'm breaking through, or they will, go on the internet and look on Instagram and then get back to me. No, honey. I am first come, first serve, and if you want leftovers, I am not your girl. Period. End of story. The younger guys may do it, but I find that they come back with an apology, they come back sooner, they're more humble, or they know how to just stick with you until it works or doesn't work. The other thing is the people and friends that you keep and the people that you date. Okay? These people out here will age you if you are not careful and you don't do your homework and you don't do a full interview with these people, friends, family, people, places, or things, mind your way, because you'd be surprised how these people will deplete your energy and it will age you. Don't allow it. So that is my experience with dating younger versus older men. And if you guys have any questions, please like and subscribe. I am here for you. Please go to my pin site. I talk about how to stay young. I've got special tutorials and courses ranging from diet to my skincare routine, because everyone goes, oh, how do you look so young? You know, I have no Botox, no surgery, no fillers, no, none of that stuff. It's about meditation twice a day, lots of laughing, definitely eating greens, and, you know, eating very, very healthy, and taking my supplements, which I share. Kisses, love, and light. And this is Cleo. Thanks again.